On Monday of this week, the Flip Grip from Fangamer and Jeremy Parrish completed its Kickstarter. This inexpensive accessory will allow classic games that were originally presented in the arcade in a vertical screen format to be played on the Nintendo Switch in handheld mode in that same proper format easily. I'm thrilled that gamers cared enough about proper screen proportions and orientations to make this Kickstarter a success. By coincidence, this less talked about format war has been on my mind recently. In my youth, I didn't really notice the concessions that developers took to port these games to the home. These squashed or shrunk versions of arcade games became my normal. It wasn't until later code-accurate ports, like the Namco Museum games for the PS1, that I began to take notice. These arcade ports offered screen borders for these portrait mode games, but the developers also included an arcade mode. Choosing this mode made an immediate impression. This turned the image 90 degrees and properly filled the screen real estate. This is the way the game was designed to be played. Although most of the time you are discouraged from actually turning your CRT on its side, as most are not structurally sound to sit that way. In the years since, flat-screen monitors have replaced CRTs, both in the living room and the office. I recall the first time I saw a computer monitor mount with a 90-degree swivel. This would obviously be great for page view word processing, but my first thought was how convenient that would be, coupled with some old arcade games in MAME. The same would be true in a game room. My ideal setup would include a flat screen on a full motion arm mount, including a 90-degree turn option. I think this would allow for the best of both worlds when it comes to classic arcade games. Until I was researching for this script, I didn't realize that TV mounts like that actually existed. They are certainly uncommon though. I would be happy to have a manually adjustable one, but an automated one would be awesome too. These thoughts have been sitting in the back of my mind for years. I never took any action on them simply because my main gaming focus has less to do with arcade classics and more to do with current console releases. But I do have some games that would benefit from this, and even some of the Switch games that the Flip Grip helps improve can run in vertical when docked. I really wanted to share these ideas for two reasons. The first is to help inform anyone who didn't realize what may be possible. Secondly, so that I can be informed. Point me to examples of excellent gamers who use solutions like these. I'd love to see it. Lastly, I've recently been mulling over how could this apply to a MAME cabinet. I've not yet seen a commercial arcade cabinet have both screen options, but what about a homemade build? It would seem to be possible to install the monitor in a way that it can be adjusted depending on the game being played. Maybe with one of the monitor mounts mentioned, or perhaps this could be accomplished with some kind of simple fitted bracket. Maybe an automated solution is possible. Do they still make decently sized flat screen monitors in a 4:3 ratio? Would it be worth losing the aesthetics of an inset monitor for this? Or would there still be a way to work this out and still have it be inset? I'm just asking, I'm no kind of engineer. If this could be worked out, it might be a more simple and apt gaming solution than the living room TV approach I outlined earlier. And maybe this is old news. Maybe this has already been accomplished. If so, please point me in that direction. I love learning what other gamers do to solve their gaming problems. While I sign off today, I did want to give Fangamer and Jeremy Parrish another big shout out. If you haven't checked them out, you should. Fangamer is a great place to find all kinds of gaming merch. I specifically look forward every year to seeing their Desert Bus for Hope t-shirt. And check out Jeremy Parrish's books and YouTube channel. He does the kinds of historical retro game reviews that I would love to produce. But lucky for me, he has to do all the work. And lucky for you, he's better at it than I could ever be.